I don't think he was the first in the collection, but when I started to post them on my car Instagram, I literally was going through my entire archive history on Instagram to find out when I first posted a Transformers figure, and Starscream was it. So this collection of toys that I have officially started in July 29th of 2022. I probably took a picture of it as soon as I got home, and that's when the madness started. So no fancy light box for this one. We're going to talk about the figure that started the collection. So as you saw on the snippet of my cell phone, this Starscream figure was the beginning of my collection. Or my new collection, my Studio Series 86 collection. Yeah, so Starscream was the start of this new collection. I don't know why I saw this in Target, and I always thought this was like, I mean, as a kid growing up, I never had any of the Seekers. I never even seen any of the Jet toys in my life as a kid, and I'm somebody who loves jets. I love aviation. I've always dreamed of being like a jet pilot, like a fighter jet pilot for like the military. Obviously, like I never enlisted or anything like that for whatever reason. I'm in my mid 40s now, so it doesn't even matter. I saw this toy and I was so intrigued to buy it that's what happened. I bought this toy and I absolutely love it. I love it. I guess the cape, you can make it bigger too. So I just have it like in a smaller configuration just so this figure fits in my case better. Obviously I'm not doing any kind of like fancy light boxes or anything for my photography here. I just got like 2 boom lights on this bad boy. Nostalgia, man. Like Starscream's like one of my favorite characters. I mean, Megatron's like the big baddie, right? Like he's a big dog, but like again, like childhood toys and all that stuff, I've never even seen a Megatron toy in my life. I wasn't allowed to play with toy guns when I was a kid because, you know, people were getting shot by the police pulling out fake toy guns. So my parents just never allowed me to have any kind of toy gun that looked like a gun unless it was a Super Soaker. I've never seen a Megatron figure, and the Seekers themselves, I just had never seen one in a Target. My parents have bought me like plenty of Jet toys as a kid. Never any of the old Seekers. And I don't know, that's something that I really enjoyed about Transformers was jets. Just cool, you know, like futuristic vehicles, space. I mean, watching Transformers as an adult now is pretty rough.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
As a 6-year-old, like the most amazing thing in the world. Like Mask, Centurions,
Man and machine, power extreme.
Silverhawks. Any of those cool 80 cartoons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like took over my life. At some point, this stuff became corny. Like, you're lame. Transformers was struggling. I don't even think it was on TV anymore. I vaguely remember G2. It's almost impossible to see any G2 stuff online. And from what I read in like wikis and stuff like that, is that G2 was just G1 episodes with like a CGI'd Optimus Prime, or like a big like physical toy of Optimus Prime, and like some, you know, young blonde kid that they would call Daniel or something like that, hop on his shoulders, and they would talk about like, you know, what the episode's gonna be about today. Are the Autobots gonna save the day type of stuff? So I digress. I'm lingering for too long. As the years went by, like just Transformers never hit again. You know what I mean? I know there was plenty of different shows, and by 1996, or I was already watching bootleg anime. So I was watching like Fist of the North Star, Ninja Scroll, anything that we could get our hands on. Street Fighter 2 was super popular in the mid 90s. So anything Street Fighter related, Mortal Kombat, Transformers like came and went, man. So I know there was different series like Cybertron and stuff like that, and they were doing Beast Wars. I could never get into Beast Wars. It wasn't my thing. Like, I watched it. I mean, at the time, cool CGI. I'm like, why don't they bring these guys back and do, you know, the CGI stuff? And it just never happened, man. So let me transform Starscream right quick. You know, as you can see behind Starscream, we have the rest of the Seekers. Forgive me if I get this wrong. I believe the blue one is Thundercracker and purple one is Skywarp. And then we got Dirge, Thrust, and recently picked up,
You suck!
And that's what's funny about being like an older Transformers collector, is forgetting their names all the time. I'm trying to get a lot better about that. I'm one of those people who can watch like a whole anime and not know anyone's names. All right, embarrassing. Ramjet. So yeah, one cool notation here is that Starscream is the only one out of this bunch whose hands open and shut. Why this is, I don't know. Why that was so hard to do with the rest of these figures, I also don't know. The funny thing is that I guess this mold's been around for some time. Like, I'm not one of those people that like keeps up on like, you know, who's making the, like what dwarf is hammering away at the iron at Hasbro, and you know, like all the different features of these figures. Like, for someone that grew up with G1 toys, like articulate, like transforming, it's like, okay, the legs like shove up here, the arms probably pop out, and then the head, there's some head gimmick, it flips open, and then like bam, like that's your Transformers. And then, you know, there's no articulation, there's no posing, there's no moving, and you're basically, oh yeah, it's the good guys, it's the bad guys, and like that's what Transformers was to me when I was a kid. So as you grow up and they got ankle tilts, like I can pose this dude now, like not crazy, because like he just has like this weird skirt to show like his Starscreamussy here, and people really hate when you do a play on words like that. I'll probably bleep that out. But yeah, like he's got the arm pads here, and oh yeah, Megatron, I hate you. Like, dude, I love Starscream, and he's got like this crown. Hello. My child loves grabbing this figure off of my shelf back when it was open and throwing this thing all over my living room. Like, I would always, where's the crown for Starscream? Where's his guns? My baby would rip this thing apart and have it all over the living room. So, dude, I absolutely love this figure. And then as I was tracking down the rest of the Seekers, like they had like the old, whatever mold was before this one that, you know, everyone's selling because these ones came out. I think Thrust was like a Walmart exclusive. Ramjet only came in like a 2-pack with Dirge. So people, you know, you had to get this 2-pack. Like, I got Dirge off of eBay. Ramjet I got off Amazon. These two I got off Amazon, but I think the package was like $150. And I got a gift card at work. So these two I basically got for free due to my hard work. And I always think it's funny too is that they all got like these different little faces. Like Skywarp's got like this weird like O face. And why do they all have like soul patches? Thundercracker's just chilling, just a regal face, and then these guys probably have like the same like face sculpt. Yeah, Ramjet, nice paint. Thrust, I have not even attempted to transform this figure because I think I paid like $150 for him. I really wanted to hold out for a Studio Series 86 release, but I'm like, I don't know like how long this can go on, man. Like the collecting of the Transformers. I've already gotten like a majority of like the hometown heroes of like G1 and all that stuff. And in my head, like, again, as somebody who grew up watching this stuff and then I'm like far removed, I'm thinking there's like G1, G2, G3, and then I'm realizing like they're all like G1, and that's confusing for me. Then people are using this term chug, classic, something. I don't know what any of it means, Basil. Like, I'm just a dude that's got adult money, and Hasbro is basically taking advantage of my nostalgia. And because I have the money in hand now to get like whatever I want, like if I see a figure and I want to buy it, even if it's not like a reasonable price, it's not gonna hurt my wallet. Like if I do it, like it's gonna piss my wife off. But for me, like I'm just gonna pick it up. But anyways, let me shut up, man. Let me transform the figure. was intense. Seen one, you've seen them all in here. Well, just take my word for it, that comes down. Insert the 3 hours later SpongeBob meme. So. And oh, feels good to be back. So I know this lens is wider than the rest of them, and again, like the audio is not going to be good because you're going to hear the autofocus ring going off here. But Starscream basically was the cascading. Like I had to have Starscream, and I had to have his roll dogs. I had to have Thundercracker, Skywarp. It's just how it is. And I got these two way later. And then I got Dirge off of eBay. Got Dirge in the fold, and then I watched a video from another YouTube creator who was just like going over his figure of the whatever the week or something like that. And then he's flexing on me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I got Thrust here," and I'm like, "Dude, I want Thrust. I thought Thrust was pretty cool, but I guess Walmart exclusive." And then bam, like I had this one on pre-order forever, and I randomly checked because I saw everybody was getting their Cosmos figure. So I checked Amazon and I looked for Cosmos. Cosmos wasn't on Amazon, so he's still sitting on pre-order for me. But Ramjet popped up, and anytime Hasbro has like one of their events where they announce a bunch of figures, I go and pre-order everything the next day. If I find it in Target, or if God forbid I want it in Walmart, then I'll just buy it and cancel my pre-order. Otherwise, like I pay up front sometimes for these figures. I've now learned to do pile of loot for some of these companies. This is the troublemaker that started this addiction. I'm glad that I was able to share this with you, and sorry if this is another long video, but again, very important figure to me and my collection and my childhood. And as an adult, super stoked that I have him. Even if they came out with a new Starscream that was better than this in some particular way, I don't think I'd want it, to be honest with you. For the size and scale of like all of the figures, that seems to be like a huge thing that seems to bug me with a lot of these releases. Is I feel Starscream is like the perfect size. All of the jets are the perfect size for what they are, engineering wise. They don't need to be bigger. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, man. Peace out. See you in the next one.